Hey everybody! So tonight I'm gonna do a recipe that I've been cooking. It's a dish I've been doing for years now, probably 15 or 20 years. It's always popular. My best friend requests it every single time I'm around her. But we change it up, and instead of using breadcrumbs, we're gonna use pork skins, original pork skins. So that's gonna be the binder instead of the breadcrumbs. You're gonna need, let me grab the camera and turn it around so you can see the ingredients. So this is called stuffed zucchini boats. You can adjust the recipe since it's just the two of us. I'm going to use 2 zucchini. I'm going to slice them in half and stuff the boats. I like Rotel. You can use hot if you like, or you can tone it down. I like hot sauce. That's optional. Pound of ground beef. Of course, salt and pepper, garlic, Italian. Shredded cheese of choice. I like to use the Fiesta Balloon and some mozzarella. Of course, your pork rinds, garlic, hot sauce, zucchini, onion, and a big one is Italian seasoning. You have to have Italian seasoning. Alright, so this is a really easy one. Like I said, I've been doing this dish for years, and I always tell you I can't cook. I lie. I can cook a little. Just don't like to. I like to cut the ends off my zucchini before I get them boiling. And just because I don't have huge pots, I'm going to cut mine in half. If you have a big pot, you don't have to do that. Just cut them in half like this. That's how I like it. And go ahead and get those in the boiling water. Gonna do our onion. I've already got my hamburger meat started, so it's gonna start browning. I'm gonna get my onion in there, get it mixed in with the hamburger meat. Just realized I'm not very talkative today. Sorry. But it's a little harder to cook and talk than I expected. I'm also just having one of those blah days. Everybody has them. Just one of those days. But this dish will make me happy because it's one of my favorites too. Try to get onions all the same size like chefboyrv taught me. And that way they all cook at the same rate. Right, Chef?
Absolutely.
See, I pay attention to you. I listen. Alright, so I'm going to get that meat browned. I'm going to add my onions to it. We'll do some seasoning of the hamburger meat, the Italian, salt and pepper, of course. And then I will show you what we do to the boats when they're done boiling. Okay, we're back. I have my ground beef. I have the onions sauteed, the salt, pepper, garlic, Italian seasoning all went into the hamburger mixture. Boiled my zucchini, and when you take them out, they're going to be really, really, really hot. So I just put them in a colander and let them cool off. I run some cold water over them till I can handle them. So we're going to take, like I said, I like to half them, and then I half them again. And I'm not going to show you every single one of these. Where did I put my spoon? Alright. So, let me grab another bowl. I forgot. Thought I was ready. Was not ready. Pardon me. Alright. So, we just take your spoon and you scoop out the inside. Oh, that is hot. Like I said, be careful. Just kind of scoop out the inside of the zucchini. The zucchini guts, if you will. Get all the guts out of there. Be careful not to rip the bottom of it, because that's what's going to make your little boat that you're going to stuff. So you get all those done. Get all the zucchini guts out. Yuck. So like I said, I'm kind of having a blah day, but I think it's because we have to go back to work tomorrow. We've been off for 2 days, enjoying ourselves. And work really interferes with life. So I'm a little bummed. It's my Sunday evening. I don't want to get up in the morning. But at least we have this great meal to look forward to. Alright, so I'm going to finish up scooping these zucchini boats, and I'll show you the remainder. Hey, so we've got all our little boats hollowed out. See? The spoon works really well because you just kind of work the edge in there and squish all that stuff out. So you put it in a bowl and you just kind of mash it like you're mashing potatoes. Get it all squished up. And we're going to dump that into our pan of ground beef and onions that I've already done. I'm going to get chefboyrv to come over here for a minute. Well, actually, I'm going to tell you while I've got that starting, you don't have to do the boats on this dish if you don't want to. When I'm in a hurry and I do this one, I just take the zucchini and I cube it. All the same ingredients, just cube it up instead of boiling in whole, because I don't make boats out of them. And I, of course, brown my hamburger meat and that mixture and just throw it all into a casserole dish. Or sometimes I just leave it in my skillet and cook it all together. It's just like not as pretty. This one presents better, but it takes a little more time to do it this way. So I'm going to have him come over here in a second and show you the pan and show you what I'm adding. Okay, so I've put my zucchini guts inside my ground beef mixture. I'm going to add some more garlic powder and Italian seasoning to that. I've already put salt and pepper in it. You're going to take your Rotel tomatoes. I don't usually strain them because I'm going to use my pork rinds to soak up the rest of that. I want all that flavor in there. And then we're going to add, excuse me, chef, I like hot sauce, optional, you don't have to. I like mine a little hotter, a little bit kick. So we're gonna let that cook for a few minutes, and then I'll show you how to stuff the boats, and then we'll bake it. We'll be back. Oh, that angle's weird. We'll be back. What? We're having technical difficulties. Is it working? Okay, so I've put all my pork rinds in a Ziploc bag and I've smashed them down because we're using these in place of, I would normally use Italian breadcrumbs in this, or back when I made it 20 years ago, but since we're doing keto, the pork rinds are a wonderful substitution. You can also make nachos out of them, all kind of stuff. So we're gonna get all that mixed in there. I tasted while we were off camera just to see, because I like a lot of garlic and I like a lot of Italian seasoning. So there are no measurements for this. I just keep tasting and see what I think about it. So we've got that on really low heat. So we're about to transfer it into our boats. So I'm using Fiesta cheese blend, and I'm going to use mozzarella. I've also done this with ricotta cheese and made like a zucchini lasagna, if you will. And that turned out pretty good. But one of the things I love about this dish is it is a little bit on the spicy side. And when I use the mozzarella, the ricotta, it toned it down quite a bit. So just depends on your taste buds. Experiment with it and see. If I can do it, anybody can do it. So this dish is easy to play with and change. So mozzarella. Alright. So just mix that all together. Cheese is starting to melt. So now we're just going to take little spoonfuls. You see, I have my boats laid out in my pan already. You don't have to grease the pan or anything. And just drop some in each of them. And I'm going to add more cheese, of course, once I get done stuffing all the little boats. But like I said, you don't have to do it this way. It just looks a little prettier. It's not a pretty dish anyway, but you can just cube it and do everything in the skillet, and you don't have to bake it if you would prefer to do that. So you can make it a quick meal, like a 30-minute meal. I'm sure Chef does not approve. I'm making a mess everywhere. But we'll have to get over it because this is my dish and it's in my kitchen right now. Alright. So we have our mixture in all of our little boats. I'm just going to put some more cheese on top of them. And then we're going to pop it in the oven for... I like to put it about 375 for about 35 to 40 minutes. And we'll check back with you as soon as they come out and we'll show you the finished product. Alright, it is out of the oven. I've plated it. I've added a little bit of Parmesan cheese on the top. Let me lean up and show you. This is the pan. I went ahead and added the extra mixture on top of it. And then... there's our finished plate. Can't really see if you can see that or not, but hopefully you can. I also realized while I was making this that for 2 people you can use half a pound of hamburger meat. I'm used to making it for 4 or 5 people, so I screwed that up a little bit. So if you're just cooking for 2, you can use half a pound of hamburger meat, and the 2 zucchinis is fine. Or you can what?
Cook it all and use it for lunch.
Oh yeah, you can. Perfect. You can cook it and I'll have leftovers tomorrow for sure. I'm going to eat them tomorrow for lunch.
Eat for 2 or 3 days.
Okay, so we're all set. I'm going to go get us on my belly. Bye y'all. Have a great day.